Hey there, YouTube. Rose City Sports Cards, back with part 2 of our card show vlog video. Before we get started with the recap of the cards we got at the card show, I wanted to welcome all of you to the channel and just to let you know a little bit about me. I've been collecting for about 20 plus years. I think I started in the late 90s with some of my favorites were the basketball rookies they had from 96 to 98. Kobe, Iverson, Garnett, Duncan, all those guys. And with football, I liked collecting a lot of the 80s, early 90s. All those players from back then are Hall of Famers now. With football, of course, like everyone else, I liked collecting the players from the Super Bowl champion teams, Rice, Montana. With the Cowboys, you had Aikman, Irving, Michael Irvin, Emmitt Smith. Those were all, fun players to watch. Even though they usually ended up beating my Philadelphia Eagles out of a playoff spot in the NFC East back then. As you can see, I have the Randall Cunningham autographed mini helmet there on display. Being a big Philly fan, I like to have one of those just to represent. And being here in Portland, we don't have a team that we can truly call a home team. Seattle being the closest geographic team, we sort of refer to them as our home team, even though, they're about 3.5 hours away. But I do follow the Seahawks, and being an Oregonian, the Seahawks really are the closest thing we have to a home team, so I'm always happy when they do well. And one of my favorite PC cards is the X-Fractor there you see on display. It's 2012 Topps Chrome. It's the Stan's version. Very beautiful card. The one that I saw at the card show today had a price of $600 on it. So that made me pull this one out of my PC box and make sure it was actually the same card. I took a picture of the one in the case at the card show, and sure enough, I came home and compared it. Exact same card, same same X-Fractor, Stan's version, Mint 9, everything exact. So I'm really very ecstatic about that. I was pleasantly surprised. I didn't realize it had gone up that much in value. So, moving on, I want to explain the promotion that we're going to be running for the first month of videos here on the channel. As you can see, we have some blaster boxes of Donruss Baseball 2021, as well as NBA Hoops 2021. Those are the Gravity Feed 5-card packs that they have an exclusive yellow parallel that it says you find 1 per pack on average. I was looking at the back of the pack. It said, those are usually base card parallels. The back of the pack says that non-base cards are inserted 1 per pack on average. So I imagine you get a yellow parallel and an insert in every pack. So, that's kind of interesting. Chance for some good pulls out of that. So I know a lot of the inserts are really popular. They have the Slam insert, as well as a few other ones that I remember watching videos of people opening those, and that was one of the things that were. My cat was trying to jump up on the table. Well, let's go ahead and get into the recap. I mentioned in the video that I found a bin that was 50-cent cards, and in that bin I was able to find some pretty decent rookie cards. The only newer one was this Will Fuller out of it's the Donruss Holiday Edition. So this one has the little snowflakes on the card. I don't know if that's a parallel, because I didn't rip any of the Holiday Edition myself, so I don't know if all of the rookies have that or if it's a shorter print version. Nonetheless, this one does have the snowflakes on there. It makes it look kind of cool. Donruss rated rookie of Will Fuller. And I got a couple Marvin Harrison rookie cards out of that bin. 96 Fleer Metal. I always thought these looked really cool. even back when I was collecting in the late 90s, I remember these cards when they were still pretty new, and they were pretty appealing to the collector back then, and they still look pretty cool now. So I got one of the 96 metal of him, as well as Fleer Ultra. These ones have like a portrait kind of a looking border. I don't know if that's a parallel or if all of the rookies look like that from that set. Pretty nice looking rookie though. There's also a Keyshawn Johnson that I found in that bin. It's Bowman's Best, 96. Looks like 96 was a good year for rookies. Keyshawn in the same year as Marvin. We have a Junior Seau rookie card. I don't remember ever really having any Junior Seau rookie cards in my PC, so when I ran across this, I thought, he was a great player. Really tragic way that his life came to an end, so I definitely think this is a good find. Something to put in my PC for, just the memory of him as a player, and as a person. I know he was really active in the community. He was a great role model for youngsters. Really sad, to see that he passed away at a pretty young age. But that's the action-packed set from, I think that's 91. If you remember ripping packs way back in the late 80s and early 90s, action-packed was kind of a fun, cheap set that, you could get for, I don't remember what they cost, but they were one of the cheapest packs you could buy. And I guess this is like the gold version. Normally they didn't have the gold borders, so yeah, it's a parallel. That's kind of cool. And the last one is not a rookie card, but it was in that bin, and I couldn't pass up a Terry Bradshaw card from, I believe this one's 82. I had a few others of him from the late 70s to early 80s, and this kind of brought back memories of my original collection that I started way back when. And it's always fun to run across cards that bring back memories like that. And that's definitely a player from my childhood that I remember well. Okay, so moving on, I had mentioned that I was kind of looking for Hall of Fame memorabilia cards to add to the PC. I do collect Cowboys from that era, even though they pretty much were a thorn in the Eagles' side most of the time back then. But I didn't have any Troy Aikman memorabilia cards, so when I ran across this one, I thought this would be a good one to add to the collection. I actually negotiated the price with him. He accepted a $20 offer on the card, so that was kind of nice. It's numbered 1 of 25. Chunky patch. It's got the two colors of patch over the white material of the jersey. And I just like the flashiness of these illusions. Memorabilia, insert sets that they had. This was the highlight card, highlight set, subset. So that was kind of a good find. There was a guy at the end of he was way in the back. I almost didn't make it to his table. I got there just towards the end, and I wasn't looking for a real high-end Justin Herbert card. He had some really nice ones, but I found a case that he had with a variety of different $10 to $12 rookie cards of Justin Herbert and other players. And he was a nice guy. He said you could make me an offer on one of the rookie cards, so I went ahead and offered him $8, and he accepted. So that was kind of nice. Get a couple dollars off on a nice $10 rookie card. Then, as I mentioned, right at the end, I ran across a table that had some lower end rookie cards and some of the older players from the late 80s, 90s, players that I remember collecting when I first got into the hobby. So I don't recall ever opening much I opened a lot of Skybox, but I don't think I had this Tim Duncan rookie card. So when I saw this one, I thought, that's one I don't think I have. So I'm glad to add that one to the collection. I was always a Braves fan, so when I ran across this Chipper Jones rookie card, I said, okay, yeah. I think I might actually have one of these cards somewhere in my collection of older baseball cards, but he looks so young in this particular card. I thought, in case I don't have it, I do want to pick that one up. It's Upper Deck, Top Prospect 91. From just the regular base set of Upper Deck 91. And then the last one I got from him was Penny Hardaway rookie card. It's Topps Gold. And he took $1 off of each of these, so I was able to get all three for $10. And anytime you can get, 3 rookie cards of players you really liked growing up, that I think, 3 rookie cards for $10 is a pretty good deal, so I was happy with that purchase as well. Excuse me. I also got a One Touch. It's a 35 point. It's getting harder and harder to find top loaders. Even the penny sleeves, they're not always in stock at the card shops, and I think there might be sort of a backlog on orders for them through their manufacturers and their distributors. But for whatever reason, when I do run across, One Touches, top loaders, I try and, pick some up. But this one's a 35 point. I think that'll be good for, a lot of times you get chrome cards that are a little bit thicker than your standard thin card. So a 35 point One Touch will definitely come in handy. Now, before we sign off, we want to come up with a question for the giveaway. And what I'll do is I'll give you, basically 2 questions that you can answer, either one or both. And one would be, what is the best card that you have found at a card show or a card shop, wherever you find your cards. I know a lot of times people don't have card shows close to their home, and sometimes you don't have card shops close to your home. Hopefully you have access to one or the other. And, if so, with that in mind, you can let me know in the comments what the best card you found at a card show. What was the best PC card that you were able to get? Doesn't necessarily have to be a high value card, just, one that you were happy with. We'll have that be one of the questions, or you could just say which card you thought of the ones I got was the best deal. Not necessarily the best card. Obviously, the Troy Aikman Memorabilia card is the highest value card that I got. But, who knows? Maybe there's a Marvin Harrison fan out there that thinks that the value on that metal, is kind of a better deal than, getting $5 off on a memorabilia card. I really don't know what the book values of any of these are. I didn't check them, as I was buying them. When I go to a card show like this, I just kind of take a stab in the dark. I buy them. I look at it as PC, so that, they're players I like and enjoy collecting. So even if I paid full price or even above book value, I won't be disappointed. The prices I negotiated were good prices in my mind. So I think all of the cards that I got were, at a good deal. So you can let me know which one you thought was the best. Maybe there's a steal here that I'm not even realizing. I don't know what these Topps Gold. I remember that being kind of a tough pull back then. This Anthony Hardaway might be the best one of the bunch in terms of, getting a great deal. So with that, we'll go ahead and sign off for now. But do remember, to qualify for the Pick-a-Pack giveaway, you'll need to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and put your comment in the comments below answering either one of the questions or both. And I appreciate you guys watching the video. Stay tuned for some more content. We're going to have some really great videos. Product review coming up Tuesday. We'll have Throwback Thursday. And I believe we'll be doing our first pack battle next weekend. So stay tuned for all of those. Appreciate it. And look forward to making another video for you then. Until then, peace.